Right, me lovers, how's it going? It's been a while since I've done like a little video thing on my YouTube where it's just me. So, oh God, I've made my favorite summer drink, which is homemade elderflower cordial when it was called like elderflower was elderflowering. And then I made my own iced tea, which is like brewing tea with oranges and lemon, putting sugar and honey in it, so it's like super sweet, and then adding apple juice, and it's like the best summer drink ever. So that's my favorite summer drink. But anyway, me lovers, I'm just gonna, you know, casually what do I want to say? I don't know. I'm trying to be more less heavy editing with these videos, trying to find what makes me go when making houseplanting videos. And I think if I just get the chance just to like ramble on about plants, I think that's the best thing. I might do more formal videos, but I think I'm gonna stick to like more casual, let's do some things together. So my platycerium boys are all quite dry, and usually I put them in a tub to water. So I think I'm gonna, what the hell was that? Was that you, Jam? Meowing and yawning at the same time, probably. She's very good at that. She likes to be dramatic every time I film. So instead of taking them individually, putting in the tub, watering it like that, I'm gonna take them all up to the bathroom and put them in the bath and give them a really good hose down and water in that way, because I feel like they're all really thirsty during the hot weather and the temperature rising. So I'm going to do that with my ferns, and everybody loves my platyceriums, and even I do. So let's do that today. I will talk about them as well. So first I need to get them down from the wall, which I can't do without a chair. I've got this one down here, which is a platycerium veitchii cross coroneum. I did kind of give this one a bit of a water, but I could probably do with a proper one. This one is from the RHS show. I've got quite a lot from the RHS show. There's only two I only had previously. Sadly, this one fell yesterday. The chain just fell off, so I got to fix that. Which, because I can't be having that. Can't be having my platyceriums fall down willy-nilly. We do not want that. Sadly, the Madagascarian, which is arguably one of the harder dwarf platyceriums to keep, isn't looking very good. Look at that. It is a really, really hard one to keep. They need quite a high humidity spot and constant watering, and I've let this dry out quite a lot in between watering, more than I'd like. So I need to keep, if I do it again, I just need to be like super vigilant with this one. And if you're gonna get a Madagascarian, you gotta be super, super, super vigilant, which Nicola did tell me and warn me, and I was like, yes girl, I got you. But she was right. She was right. It's more demanding. So if you ever get a platycerium dwarf, the Madagascarian, keep an eye on that one. Keep an eye on that girl, because it will go like this if it misses watering too much, which sadly I do, because I'm not very good at fitting in a lot of things into the very little time I have. That's called life. So we also have this guy, which I just sprayed, but needs like a proper good soak. And this is the Stemeria. Really cool. This one didn't get to go to Morven, or did I take it? No, I didn't take this one to Morven, only because it had a little bit more damage on it than I would have liked. And I couldn't hide that from the judges or anything, so I kept this one here. But this one's really, really lush. There's like a little bow. It's so cute. So we've got to take those. So I might just take these two first, and then I'll get the others because I don't want to overload myself. Right, taking them upstairs. Oh God, a lot of people have asked me like, how have I been since Malvern? And I'm still flying high, but my body has gotten really, really fatigued since the show. I was already kind of fatigued before the show. I have terrible, terrible sleeping issues that I've been dealing with for at least a decade. Oh, I know, just going up and down the stairs really like, oh, takes it out of me now. Yeah, my body is just fatigued, drained. But I think the show obviously didn't help that, but I don't think it was necessarily that fault as well. Oh, the tracking just came on. Oh my God, this tracking malarkey is really strange. I'm gonna tell it stop. Thank you, it's not gonna do now. It's so strange. I also like brought this tripod off Amazon and it's like probably come from China or something. And I just think like, is this AI tracking thing programmed somewhere and someone's like watching me right now? With the AI tracking. It's just a bit bizarre. It's a interesting feature. I won't lie, it's pretty interesting. But I just think like, oh, it's like someone somewhere in Asia is just like hacking into this device and like watching me talk about plants, which is quite funny. Oh my God, this drink, guys, you gotta try it out. So good. Oh, I just love iced tea. I discovered iced tea properly maybe like 1 or 2 years ago. Maybe last year. I don't know, properly. What is that? What is that on my plants? Oh, is that a... oh, I think actually that looks like a good thing to have on my plants. It's like a long... because that looks like the insect that would hatch from... what were they? I think they were for thrips. Like, there's like these big guys. They kind of look like flying ants, but they're not flying ants. And they would just like eat adult thrips and stuff. So if it's that guy, he can stay. Girl, you can stay. Make yourself at home. Like, stay all you want, okay? Okay, right, don't look up. I freaking love this one so much. And this is a platycerium hilly. And I already own a platycerium hilly, but I didn't own this platycerium hilly because look at this. Gorgeous specimen. So he's really heavy. I don't think it's the oak that makes this heavy, not the plant. Like, I've used thick ass oak planks, so it's what's made this heavy. Hold on, let me take him upstairs. So there's loads of plants in my bath already that I completely forgot to take out. I'll have to show you the chaos. But this is my other hilly. You can see this hilly is going like exactly the same way as that one. But like I watered this guy a couple days ago and it's already really, really dry. I did use a different moss for this one. So sometimes the moss, depending on what moss you get, don't retain water too well. Then we have got this dwarf, which is the, I can never say them right, Willinicky OMG, which I really love. Love this dwarf. Look at that, it's so cute. So, have this. He needs a drink. He's getting dry. He's not like crispy dry, but it's kind of dry. So let me take these. This one, love this guy. This is the Really Eye Silver Dwarf. Love the Ridley Eye. Really cool. He's still a little bit damp, so you are due for another soak. And I think this will get good because the OMG is the easiest of the dwarfs. So I've been told, so far as tree. And this one's kind of like in the middle ground, not necessarily difficult, but not necessarily easy. So it's kind of taking my slight forgetfulness, but I need to not forget about this guy because it will be absolute trouble. Then this was the other one I didn't take to Morven, and this is the Grande. Look, Grande. 1D. And as you can see, why that its fronds here are so battered. I just couldn't take it. And it was pre-mounted, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Tom's mounting. He probably does a great job. It's the best mounting I've ever seen. I need to improve on my impression, or maybe I don't. Actually, I don't know. So I shoved it on to some oak like the others. It's currently held. It is tied with some fishing wire, but I've put some cling film to try and get it to stay on there itself. And sometimes the cling film might have to stay on for quite a while. But I wanted to stuff this with actual good moss because there was no moss before, and with my forgetfulness, that just was not going to work. So I've put 1D on some moss. I could tell when he's thirsty because he does this and folds in on himself, and this will go like quite a pastely blue colour. And I feel really bad how much I forget and not water these, but I'm trying to be better. I'm gonna get better. So yeah, 1D is here. He didn't come to the show, so just take these two up, and then I've got one more. Last but not least is good old lettuce. Lettuce is surviving, I tell you, bless him. He fell off during Gardenersville filming. I tried to put him back on the wall and he fell off, and it was really sad. Broke a little top of his crown. And then because of this, this is why I don't ever mount on chopping boards you buy from TK Maxx anymore, because just like it being really wet destroys the glue, and it made this expand. So I've had to like drill a screw to hold this board back together. You could probably do with a remount, but I'm also too scared to do that because look at him. He's magnificent. Start of the show. This one is a suburban. This is probably the easiest of platyceriums you could grow. And incredible species. He's got some really old moss, so that's what I'm thinking he could do with a remount and just some freshen up of moss, but he's also just loving life, which is fantastic. So superbums, if you want to start with platyceriums, superbums is like where you should start, absolutely, because it's just the easiest one. Right, this is what I mean by there's already chaos in the bathtub. It's because there's already plants in it. I've got all my ferns up in my bathroom right now, except from the platyceriums. I've got no other way of doing this. They're probably all gonna stay. No! Little thingy's gonna stay. Are we ready for a shower? There we go. Right. That's them all bathed. I'm going to go get some bug treatment to spray them as well whilst they're in the bath. And I could probably spray these other plants whilst they're up here too. So I'm going to go grab that quick. Okay. I've got some SB Invigorator, which I love. It's a more gentler thing, more safe Although I will say I have seen quite a significant rise in pests in my collection, and I'm starting to think I might have to do a one big gun show, which I don't like doing. I don't like using harsh chemicals, but when it's a desperate situation, I think doing it once is fine, as long as you do it in a good, safe manner. And then I've seen spider mites and I've seen thrips. So I've seen almost every bloody pest under the sun in my house recently. And I've just, since Morven, just not had time to catch up looking after my existing plants, let alone the plants I've got now. So SB is fine. But if the problem is really bad, then I might have to go and get the big guns, because I've got a lot of plants and a lot of money invested into these plants. So I think if you have to do it, then once a year is probably fine. I'll probably do a harsher chemical treatment. When I say harsh and chemical, I just mean like, you know, the actual pesticides. That kind of kills a lot of stuff. And it kills all the good stuff, all like the good bugs as well, which is sad. But again, like if you do that and then wait a month and then you get all of, and by a month's time, it's kind of just worn off a little bit. So I've done it before where I've done like harsher chemicals as like a, right, nothing's working, last resort kind of thing. Waited a month and then I got my predatory mites prescription after like, maybe like 3 weeks. Maybe I didn't wait a month, maybe wait like 3-4 weeks. Oh, I guess that's a month. And then I started to get predatory mites, and then that's how I got thrip free for like I think I have been thrip free for like 4 years, and it's only this year I've started to see them come back. So it's a proven method in my collection. That's how I managed to get on top of it. And then I need to get into such a better habit of spraying any new plants with this. Just like giving them a shower and then spraying them with a invigorator. It's always the new ones that bring it in. It's not usually the old ones. It's always the new plants. Right, so I'm gonna leave my platy boys up there to drip off and dry off a little bit, and then I can put it back on the wall. But I've got dedicated grow lights on them. We love it. They love it. I do recommend grow lights if you're gonna have platies, because they just grow so much better with them than without them. So definitely get grow lights if you have platyceriums or want platyceriums. But yep, that is all I'm gonna do for today. Thanks for being here, because it means I actually did it, because my ADHD brain sometimes just forgets kind of this thing. So by filming it, it means I will do it, and I will bring you with me. Right, if you want to see my build of my RHS Morven show, it is a bit of a doozy, it's a bit of a long one, but have a cup of tea or have it in the background, but you can watch it here. And I'll see you on my next one, me lovers. Bye! Mwah. This is so good.